Alright, so hello everyone, this is Titus here, and welcome back to another video, guys. Today we have something new, a bit different for this channel. In fact, actually, it's something I saw on this guy named Peter McKinnon's channel. I don't know if that's how you say his name or not. So I figured, why not go ahead and make a video on how to do this, basically using how he did it as well. So basically, guys, today here, I'm going to be showing you guys how to make your Instagram pictures or Facebook pictures, wherever you're posting this, how to make your iPhone or, of course, Android or anything else, really, how to make those pictures look better than they actually are before. So once you take a picture, you can get it to the way that you like it. You can definitely adjust the brightness and things when you're taking the picture, but the apps that I'm about to show you guys actually let you go more in depth and actually let you edit the picture to a more final extent, I guess you could say. So basically, guys, there's two apps that I've been using for a while. The first app is called Snapseed, and then the second app is called VSCO. Some people call it VSCO, some say Visco. However you want to pronounce it, it really doesn't matter that much. Either way, both of these are photo editing apps, and they make your pictures look so much better than they came out to be. I'll be sure to go ahead and do a comparison eventually in this video between the first picture and the second picture edited. But yeah, I'm going to basically be showing you guys how to do that using these apps. Before this starts as well, I just want to kind of give a quick shout out to my Instagram. The links are down below, my Instagram and Twitter. But yeah, without further ado, let's go ahead and jump right on in to the video. So the first thing you're going to need to do, of course, before you go and edit the photo, you're going to have to go and take the photo. So I'm going to go and find a nice photo. It's not really sunny outside right now, but I'll work with what I can, and I'll try and find a halfway decent photo to take and show y'all how to edit that in these apps. And there we have it, guys. We went and we grabbed a couple pictures from the outside. They're not the best because I didn't really have the time to go searching for them. But, it is what it is. I found some. They're amateur, but, I'm not too far into photography yet, but I figured why not just show y'all how I do my pictures. And now I'm going to go and switch over to my desk and show y'all how to edit these pictures. What's a fixture? How to edit these pictures with Visco and Snapseed. Alrighty, guys, so here we are on the phone here. We signed in and everything. It's an iPhone 6s Plus, but you should be able to download all these apps right onto your iPhone or Android. I'm pretty sure they have these on the App Store because my friend has a Samsung Galaxy, which is Android, and he was able to get both of the apps. So the first app we're going to open up here is called Snapseed right here. It looks like this, if the camera will focus right there. I'm going to click that and open it. We already have a picture open, but I'm going to go ahead and show you guys as if we hadn't done it. So it's going to load up like that. You're going to click the screen, or you can click up here and click open, whichever you prefer. You're going to go through the bottom list and find a picture that you like here. We're going to start out with the birdhouse, right? Let's go with this one. Alright, so it's going to give you this screen now. And you're going to go and you're going to click this little tiny pencil button down here in the corner. It's not going to focus because the exposure is a little bit too high here. But it's going to have a pencil on yours. It should. You can click that. It'll give you this nice long list of choices here. And first thing we're going to do is go right up here to the top and tap on that tune image. So the way you use this, once you get into whatever, like the tuning or whatever you're doing on this, you can swipe up and you can choose any of these. Once we're in here, basically you swipe up and you can choose any of these. We're going to start out with the brightness. right here, but they do have contrast, saturation, ambience, highlights, shadows, and warmth. But we're going to start with brightness here, and we're just going to turn it up a little bit and see how that looks, or turn it down. So the way you do this, you can swipe up to turn up, down to turn down. Let's see, I'm going to actually turn it down a little bit because I like a little bit darker pictures. So there we go. We have a brightness of -7, as you can see right there. It tells you what number you're at as far as that goes. Then we're going to go and swipe down once again, and we're going to go on to the contrast. We're going to turn that up a little bit. I have it up to 25 right now, as you can see, and I think that looks pretty good. So we're going to go with a +25 for the contrast. Let's swipe down and go to saturation now. I like a little bit orangish tint in my pictures, so that's what I'm going to do for this. You can swipe down once you're done with that. See, that kind of kills it. You can make a black and white picture though if you take the saturation all the way down, but I like colored pictures, so I'm going to turn it up a little bit, give it a bit better color. Swipe down once again, turn up the ambience, which is it just kind of gives the picture a bit more color, I think. Just makes everything look a bit better. Swipe down once again, we got highlights. I like to turn the highlights down a little bit because it brings out the background a bit more if it's a darker background or a greener background. Swipe down, we got the shadows now. Let's just turn the shadows down because I like a darker image in the background, even though it's a bit more focused when you turn up the ambience and the highlights. Warmth now, we're going to turn that up a little bit. That just gives it a little bit orangish tint. I don't know if y'all can see that in the picture, but it does give it a little orangish tint there. Yeah, you can see it. But I'm going to turn it down a little bit to about there. That looks about right. And then once you're done editing in this section of it, you can, of course, you can zoom in and choose how you want it. You can move around with this if you want. I think you can move around with your finger, maybe. No, you can't. Once you're done, then you're going to go down here into this corner where you'll find a little check mark, and then you click that and you're done. Alright, so next on the list, click this little pencil again, and we're going to go on into the details section. Click that. This only has structure and sharpness, but you still need both of those to make a good looking picture. So you're going to go up a little bit. You can edit it to the way you want it, but I'm going to build a little bit of structure there, +9, and I'm going to move on to the sharpening. You don't want too much sharpness because then it gets grainy if you zoom in, but I'm going to add a little bit there, and there we go. Now we're just going to hit the check mark once we're done, and we can go on to the vignetting. I don't know how you say that. I always pronounce it vignette, but I know that's not how you say it. The way this works, the outer brightness is up here. Of course, there's inner brightness, outer brightness. It doesn't do the vignetting for you. Vignetting, it doesn't do it for you, so you kind of have to do it yourself. We're going to go down on the outer brightness just a tad, because if you go too much, it gets really dark and ugly. But you just want to give it a little bit, and then you go to the inner brightness and brighten that up, and it gives it a nice little vignette tint on it. And move on, click the pencil again. If you go down here, you can see they have all these different choices for filters. The only one I use though, see, they got a bunch of different filters: Lensblur, Glamour, Glow, what does that say, Total Contrast, High Definition, Resolution, Landscape, or just Scape, Drama, Grunge, Grainy Film, Vintage, Retrolux, Noir, Frames, Black and White, and Face. But the only one I use here is the Lensblur. So we're gonna click that, and the nice thing about this, it really adds a cool blur, and you can squeeze it and shape it to the way you want. You can make it bigger just by doing so, and then you just tap the middle and you move it. So I'm gonna focus on the tree, I'm gonna focus on the bird feeder here, and you can just pinch it till it fits around there. And this does have a bit of setting too, so you can swipe up and choose the setting that you like. You just want to get it right around the edge though. And there you have it. There is another thing done. If you swipe up, there's this thing called the transition, which is this circle around the other focus right here. This is the main focus, but this kind of transitions into the blurriness. And you can also choose the blur strength up here, turn it down or higher. It depends on your liking at this point. If you like a higher blur and everything in the background is a bit farther away, you may want to have a stronger blur. If everything in the background's a bit closer, you might want to have a lighter blur. It kind of is all in your preference here. I hope you like my background stand for my computer monitor. It's an A+. This is how I like it. I don't really like the transition that much, so you can swipe down and you can size it up or down. I'm going to turn it down a little bit, right to about there. Swipe up, and the vignette strength you can do here, which makes it look kind of cool. It actually does an auto vignette, as you can see around the edges there. And then once you're done, as usual, click the check mark, and boom, there is the finished picture. And then once you're ready to save it, you can click this little save right here. It'll give you these options down at the bottom. Save, saves changes you can undo. It'll ask for permission to modify the photo, save a copy, or export. I just export because I don't really usually go back in and do anything to the pictures. I just post them on Instagram, but it'll go through this stuff, the saving process, and boom, it's saved. It gives you this little notification down here, and bam, you are good to go. The picture will have been on screen. You can go check it out on my Instagram as well. But yeah, basically that's it for the Snapseed portion of it. I'm gonna go ahead and jump into VSCO and show you all that as well. So once you download VSCO, it's gonna look like this. It's kind of, I don't know what you compare that to, but this is what it looks like. You're gonna go ahead and open that up. It'll give you this screen, and this is kind of what it'll look like. These are all my imported photos, but yeah, that's kind of how I do it. You can also take the picture with VSCO, but if you don't want to do that, you can always take it in your regular camera. You're gonna click this little plus button up here, and you can choose a picture to import. So here, guys, we're gonna go ahead and import the other picture that I took, which was this one right here. We're gonna click that and click the check mark. It'll import, and then all you do is tap this, go down to the bottom here. You see these little bars that it has. I don't know if it's gonna focus on those or not, but there's two bars right there. You're gonna click those. It's gonna take you to this page. And now there's a little tiny arrow. These are all filters that you can choose. It really, I don't use the filters. You can do it yourself. You're gonna click this little arrow down here at the bottom. It may take a couple tries depending, but yeah, then you go ahead and click these little lines again, and here you go. So you can turn up the contrast if you want, which you use this little scroll wheel down here to do so. I'm gonna turn it up a little bit, and then you hit the check when you're done. Scroll through. There's some other stuff. You can crop it. You can as well as you can tilt the image. It's kind of weird tilting the image, and you can do sideways imaging too. I don't really like it that much to do that. I just like it for the editing portion. You can go to the saturation. It's basically another edition of Snapseed. I like Snapseed over this, to be completely honest. But yeah, that is pretty much it for the apps. I'll leave the names down below. Maybe I'll leave the links. I don't know. It depends on if I can get the links. Alrighty, well guys, that is going to do it for today's video. I hope this did help you. If it did, be sure to leave a like and let me know down in the comments section if it did help you out. If you want me to see some of your pictures that you edited with these apps, be sure to go ahead and tag me on Instagram at Titus_plays, plays with a Z on the end. And yeah, I hope this did help you. If you're new to the channel, be sure to go ahead and check out some of my other videos. If you do enjoy, don't forget to subscribe. I might start vlogging. Right now I'm in the process of saving up for a Canon T6i. Be sure to go and check out all my social media down below. And yeah, thank you all so much for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye, guys.